Listen carefully. Your joints don't scream first. They whisper. What if the pain in your knees? The stiffness in your fingers? The cracking sound when you stand up? Isn't just getting older? A slight stiffness when you wake up? A hesitation before you climb stairs? A ring that feels tighter on your finger? That's not just aging. That's early inflammation negotiating space inside your joints. And before it becomes arthritis, your kitchen decides which direction it goes. Today, I'm not giving you a diet. I'm giving you joint insurance. Arthritis is a slow fire. Most people imagine arthritis as something that suddenly appears. But whether it's osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, the process is gradual. Inflammation builds quietly. Cartilage thins silently. Synovial fluid changes slowly. What if your next meal could either fuel joint damage or quietly protect you from arthritis? Because here's the truth. Long before a diagnosis of arthritis, your body sends signals. And what you eat every day determines whether that inflammation grows or stops. Food either lowers the flame or adds fuel. So let's lower it. Let's talk about the foods that protect your joints before damage becomes permanent. 1. The oil change food, fatty fish. Imagine your joints like mechanical hinges. Now imagine never lubricating them. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel supply omega-3 fatty acids that help regulate inflammatory cytokines. This isn't hype. Omega-3s influence prostaglandin pathways, the same biochemical routes targeted by some anti-inflammatory drugs. If you eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, you're actively protecting your cartilage. No supplements required, just food. 2. The cartilage guardians, deep green vegetables. Spinach, kale, collards. These aren't just healthy. They contain vitamin K and polyphenol that support cartilage metabolism and reduce oxidative stress. Think of them as internal rust protection. Because oxidative damage is like microscopic corrosion inside your joints. And corrosion spreads. 3. The silent defender, extra virgin olive oil. Real extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal. Oleocanthal modulates inflammatory enzymes in a way that resembles mild NSAID activity, but through food. Not pills. Food. Replacing inflammatory seed oils with olive oil is not a small lifestyle tweak. It's an inflammatory strategy. A small change with long-term impact. 4. The shock absorbers, berries. Blueberries. Strawberries. Blackberries. Joint tissue is vulnerable to free radical damage. Berries are dense in anthocyanins, compounds that help neutralize those free radicals, unstable molecules that damage joint tissues. Berries repacked with antioxidants that neutralize free radicals. They help reduce oxidative stress inside the joint space. And less oxidative stress equals slower joint breakdown. A handful a day can make a difference. 5. The stabilizers, nuts and seeds. Walnuts. Flax. Chia. Plant-based omega-3s plus fiber. Fiber protect the heart and they also feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And here's something many people miss. Gut health influences systemic inflammation. And systemic inflammation influences joint health. Your joints, heart and your gut are not separate conversations. Because inflammation rarely affects just one system. 6. The collagen builders, vitamin C foods. Cartilage relies on collagen. Collagen synthesis requires vitamin C. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, kiwi, these aren't random suggestions. Without sufficient vitamin C, your body cannot properly maintain connective tissue integrity. You can't maintain structure without raw materials. Let's talk about the part people don't want to hear. You cannot protect your joints while overloading sugar, eating ultra-processed foods, constantly consuming deep-fried oils. These amplify inflammatory pathways. Prevention isn't only about what you add. It's about what you remove. Here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, before breakfast, ask yourself, am I feeding inflammation or calming it? Not perfectly. Just intentionally. Because arthritis doesn't begin the day pain shows up. It begins years earlier at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One day, you'll either say, I'm glad I started early. Or, I wish I paid attention when the signs were subtle. Your joints are talking. The question is, are you listening? If this video was useful to you, please like, share and subscribe for more health tips.